What's up guys, I'm back like I never left. In this video we are going to be talking about the top stocks that are breaking out to the upside. Now these are all the companies that I talked about in the past. We're going to go over exactly if there's going to be more potential for these companies to even go higher in the near future. So I'm going to cover all these important companies that you need to be watching out for. I'm also going to be doing a quick stock market recap and go over some important economic reports that we need to be watching out for tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned. Now let's get right into the video. Before we get into it, I appreciate if you can hit the like button. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop it in the comment section below. So the first company that we're going to be talking about is going to be Tesla. Now Tesla stock has been making a significant move to the upside. Right when they announced they're going to be joining the S&P 500, the stock was actually trading lower. And right when that news came out, the stock eventually started to trend higher and higher, so right around over here, exactly what that news came out. And, we talked about this company right when that news came out, and our price target basically on that video when I posted that video was approximately around like $500, and the stock went above to like $500 to $550. Now it's trading above $600, getting close to $650. So the important date that you need to be watching out for Tesla stock is going to be between December 18th to December 21st. Now that is when they're going to be included in the S&P 500, and expect more volatility, more upside for this company as we get closer and closer to that date. So potentially the stock can even go higher to $700. We had a recent analyst that came out and they talked about how Tesla stock can potentially be trading above $700, so definitely watch out for this company. I know it looks very extended in the short term, the stock nonstop just going higher and higher. There could potentially be more room for this company to go higher. So definitely keep an eye on Tesla stock. Now the other company that we're going to be talking about is going to be Pltr. As you can see, Pltr is up 21.34% to the upside. Now this stock has been making a significant aggressive move to the upside. It hit a high around $33.50, had a nasty pullback to around $23, and now it's sitting at close to $30. We've been talking about this company when it was trading below $10. We covered this company several times, and the major catalyst that made the stock to spike up 21% of the upside is that they actually won a contract that is worth $44.4 million for over a 3-year period with the FDA. So this is a really positive catalyst. In the past, when I made a video about Pltr, we talked about this company working with governmental institutions like FBI, CIA. Now they're going to be working with the FDA. So this is going to be normal moving forward in the future. This company definitely can get more contracts like this. And we might expect the stock to even be trading higher, making all-time highs within the next few months, within the next few years. So definitely keep an eye on it. In the short term, it was super volatile right after they announced their earnings report. The stock never looked back. It went all the way to 33, had nasty pullback to the downside. Now it's sitting at $30. So if you want to get involved in it quickly, just for day trading, for quick swing trading, it's really risky in the short term because the stock is very volatile. It has a very big range. But if you just want to hold it for a while, for like 2, 3, 4 months, or even for years, they can definitely make new all-time highs pretty soon. So definitely keep an eye on for Pltr. So the other company that we talked about, it was actually a penny stock video that I made. It was about Aqua Bounty, ticker symbol AQB. Now this stock is up today 19.35% of the upside. There is no new catalyst about this company, but when I talked about it, this stock was having a phenomenal breakout. It broke out of like the $5 area, and it was just consolidating, holding above that price point. So that's why it was a very solid candidate for a continuation move to the upside. We also talked about that this company, ARK is involved in this specific company, and eventually this stock doubled. It went from $5, $6 right around over here. Today hit $11.40, 52-week high. So this company is involved in producing salmon, so they're involved in that industry. So definitely check out that video. I made a cover in detail video about this company if you want to learn more about it, if you want to get involved in it and hold it for the long term. But as you can see, this stock is just continuously trending to the higher. When these stocks actually trend higher and higher for several days, the company might come out and do an offering. So later on, we're going to be talking about another company that did an offering, and that makes the stock price to significantly dip to the downside. So definitely watch for AQB. There is no massive news that came out. The stock just continuously trading higher and higher. The float of this company is also not that much. So if there's a lot of demand for this company, there's going to be a lot of upside move to the upside. So supply and demand is going to be very, very unbalanced since there's not a lot of shares available for this company. So definitely watch out for AQB if you want to get involved in it right now. It's extended a little bit. Wait for it for a few days. It might dip below if you really want to chase and get involved in this company for the long term. So the other important company that I talked about on my other video too also was Nano Dimensions. Now the main news that came out is that they are going to be doing another offering that's going to be worth $180 million. So I talked about in the previous video that could potentially be happening. I know they did a lot of offering when the stock was just going up. They do an offering, the stock goes up, they do an offering. So that is just how the stock market works. If you're somebody that gets involved in it for the long term, it's good news, even though the stock price just goes to the downside. But they keep continuing doing offerings and raising money, and the stock price definitely gets affected by that. So it's down 10.35% of the downside. So if you want to get involved in it, expect it's extended a little bit to the upside, and there's definitely a huge potential for this company in the future too. I made a detailed video talking about this company too in the past when it was trading right around over here at like $1 or the $2 area when it had an initial breakout over here. You can go and check out that video too, but of course you have to be super careful because these offerings are definitely going to be coming even in the future. If the stock goes higher and higher, they're not going to be hesitant to milk the stock price. So that is just exact fact about this penny stock companies. When they actually leave, the stock price just goes higher and higher. They take advantage of that. So definitely keep an eye on for these offerings to come in the future too, even if the stock recovers significantly to the upside. So if you want to get involved in it right now, it dipped. It's a great opportunity. If you want to get involved in it for the long term, you can definitely risk off of the $6 area right around over here. That it has a support area right around over here, so you can definitely get involved in it for potential swing trade or even investing for the long term if you believe in the company. So now let's talk about the other company, which is CIIC. Now this company, I made a video about it on Saturday. Now, Jim Cramer made a comment about this can potentially be the son of Tesla. So there's a lot of hype, going around this company. And as you can see today, right when the stock market opened, the stock just never looked back and the stock just continued to trend higher and higher. It's up 33% to the upside. It made a new 52-week high. So that is a lot. It extended to the upside a little bit. So if you want to chase it, if you want to get involved in it, I believe it's extended in the short term. So the ideal price point to get involved in it when this hype, when it had this huge dip to the downside, this was a great opportunity to get involved in it. And also, just believe it or not, you have multiple opportunities to get involved in these companies because they're going to have multiple months left for them to announce their merger date, when they're going to be doing the merger finalization, and etc. So during that time period, when there's not a lot of news coming out or not a lot of exposure about this company, the stock usually tends to trend lower, these SPAC companies. So that might be an ideal time for you to get involved in it instead of just buying it when it has like a huge spike in days like this. So definitely keep it in your watch list if you don't want to chase it. So now let's talk about Apxt. Now this is a merging company. So Microsoft Cloud partner AvePoint going public via merger with black check company Apxt Technology. So this is the huge news that made this stock to spike up significantly during that initial announcement of this news. And as you can see, the stock went to $17.25. This is exactly what happens to SPACs. They spike up significantly higher and then they dip down, so ideally, of course, you can't really time it if you want to get involved in it, but the ideal price point to get involved in is when they have a huge red day, when they sell off to the downside. So this company definitely has potential for the future, since Microsoft is also involved in this. Definitely keep it in your watch list, but ideally, if you want to get involved in it, you want to wait for the red days. As I mentioned for CIIC merger, you have to wait, because there's going to be a lot of months to come for these companies for them to announce when they're going to be their merger dates. So the stock eventually is going to consolidate and pull back a little bit to the downside. So that's going to be the right opportunity to get involved in it. So that's exactly what you can do for Arrival, which is going to be doing a merger with CIIC, and you can also do it with APX, which Apxt Technology is going to be doing a merger. So that is going to be what you can do. Just wait for the right opportunity to get involved with them. So now let's talk about exactly what happened to the stock market today. As you can see, we had a slight sell-off to the downside. This is mainly due to we have the big, sectors that have been leading the way, like energy, financial stocks. They had a slight pullback today, and even though we have Facebook, Apple, Netflix, Amazon, relatively not that much, had more positive days, the overall stock market trended lower to the downside. We also had Pfizer that's been trading higher and higher, and that is really great. So of course there's going to be positive news that's been coming out about the stimulus package being passed pretty soon. They're working on it, so definitely expect if more positive news and if more progress is being made about the stimulus, the stock market can definitely react positively to the upside and potentially make an all-time highs pretty soon, because there's definitely a need for stimulus to be passed pretty soon. So definitely watch out for that sensitive information about stimulus. So now let's talk about what are the potential economic reports that we'll be watching out for tomorrow. For Tuesday, December 8th, we have 8:30 a.m. we got the unit labor cost. This is going to be for the period of Q3. The previous was negative 8.9%, and the medium forecast is negative 7.6%. So this is going to be the economic report we need to be watching out for tomorrow. Make sure you pay attention to that. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop in the comment section below, and make sure you get you 4 free stocks if you're interested in getting and signing up for Webull. Also, you want to join the Patreon page, or if you want to join the free Discord chat, there's going to be links available in the description box. And make sure you manage your risk. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe to Let's Get It for tomorrow. I'll catch you guys on another video. Have a wonderful day.